3-day strike, the largest healthcare strike really in U.S. history. Kaiser is the largest medical group in the entire country, serving nearly 1.3 million people. The employees striking, well, they make up 40% of Kaiser's total staff, impacting their facilities on the West Coast, mostly in California, in Virginia, and on the East Coast in Washington, D.C. NBC News correspondent David Noriega joins us now from just outside one of their medical centers there in Los Angeles. David, it's good to see you this Wednesday. Look, how close are both sides to actually making a deal?
You know, it depends on who you ask, Morgan. Kaiser says that they're actually very close to the union on some key issues. The union says Kaiser is not even negotiating in good faith, in some cases not even showing up to the bargaining table. That's why they're out here today in force. I want to show you, this is a very long, you're only seeing a small part of it, but it's a very long, very loud picket line. Just at this facility in LA, you have 2,000 workers. They say there are severe understaffing problems and the Kaiser is not paying enough to make up for them. Kaiser says they already pay better than all of their competitors and that the workers should make do with what they're already making, essentially. Now, we spoke to a union member who says that in an industry that's in crisis, better than average is just not good enough. Here's what he had to say.
Well, that just means that they suck less. That does not mean that they're doing better. They just are not as bad. And for us in labor, that's not good enough for our patients.
So, Morgan, you can think of this 3-day strike as sort of a warning shot to Kaiser to force them to come back to the table with what the union says needs to be more serious willingness to come to an agreement. What happens from here, we'll have to see. Morgan?
And we're talking a lot of frontline workers here, David. I mean, these are workers who include nurses, technicians, janitors in the building, the people who really ultimately keep this hospital running. So what is Kaiser ultimately doing to make sure their doors even stay open during the strike?
Yeah, so you forget how many people are involved in making a hospital like this run, right? You think of doctors and you think of nurses, but there are tons of other job positions that keep a place like this operating from day to day. The answer to your question is Kaiser is bringing in temporary non-union workers. That means the hospital stays open. People can still come in to get care, but those people aren't familiar with the systems, the machines, the processes. This is going to be, no matter what, a very disruptive strike. Morgan?